Kolping Society of Malawi was established as a national organization on 19th March 2023 and is currently present in the two dioceses of Karonga and Zuzu. It has members in 20 parishes in the districts of Chitipa, Karonga, Mzimba, and Rumpi, with plans of extension to Nsanje. According to a study by the Center for Global Development, with the current rate of climate change, Africa is projected to have a 2.9% decline in crop production by 2030 and a crop revenue loss of approximately 30% by 2030. Climate change presents a great challenge to farmers as it causes shifts in weather patterns, resulting in prolonged droughts and unpredictable floods. The northern region of Malawi, in which Kolping Society is currently present, experienced prolonged dry spells in 2023 and flooding in early March 2024, which led to the devastation of an entire season's worth of crop produce. This goes to show the level of impact that climate change is having on the harvests of farmers in Malawi. In response to climate change and its effects on crop harvests, the Kolping Society members in Malawi are involved in several activities to help mitigate the effects of climate change. Through activities such as organic farming, practicing sustainable agriculture, goat and livestock pass-on programs, making of organic manure, planting of drought-resistant crops, and involvement in village savings and loan groups, Kolping Society Malawi is equipping its members with the necessary skills to fight against the effects of climate change. Maureen Mwambira, a mother of 5 from St. Thomas Small Parish in Karonga, is one of the Kolping members who benefited from the goat and livestock pass-on program. She explained how Kolping activities have assisted her. Elizabeth Mbwiri from St. Thomas Small Parish attests to this, as she is one of the farmers who have yielded a bumper harvest in the 2023-2024 farming season through the use of Mbeya organic manure and is planting for winter cropping in the 2024 off-season. Chair lady for Kolping family in St. Bernadette Outstation, Karonga Diocese, explains the Mbeya manure making process.
Apano tatola pulsalitu la kukwana ngeti 5 kg 5 kgs na kutola magaga yitu ya kwana 10 kgs, then tatola so manure ya kwana 10 kgs. So aba tamikisa vose kuti vikolane makola pala tamikisa mutamikisira sono tiyambenge sono kutirapo maji kuti so vikolane na maji kweniso pala titirenge maji viti pangengenge bala yayi pala tukola nthe viwengeko vilakate pasi.
Village savings and loan groups are one of the platforms through which the message of the fight against climate change is shared. And through the village savings and loan groups, members are empowered financially so that they are able to have access to energy sources such as solar, gas, and electricity as an alternative to charcoal and firewood, which are considered to be harmful to the environment.
Kupanda mbuto za kuti zingawagwira kuti chonde munthaka mura chiwemo nga maranga yayi ngeni kupanda soya, sawa na mpatata. Kwenyeso tikuwezesha kuti chalo ichi kuti vundira inga maranga yayi iweze kutira manyuwa. So kuno tikupanga nga manyuwa ra Mbeya mundu wa kugura masheya na ndalama zake izo tikunjika pamoja na kupanga ise Kolping kwizira na kusintha panyengo byatipindulira chihoya kuti sono minda yitu inandi tikugulisira ntchito manyuwa wa Mbeya awo kutogwera chomene kuti minda itu sona ikuwereramu ngomeza kuti vuna iliko makora pambana nako tikugwisira ntchito fertilizer ogula ku mashopu.
Kolping Society members are also encouraged to plant trees and practice beekeeping as part of efforts to conserve nature. And Comfort Kalua, Field Officer for Kolping Society Malawi, explains more on Kolping activities in Chitipa.
We also train them on how to use these drought-resistant crops. For example, you might be aware that in Malawi the issue of climate change is at an alarming stage. Last year we didn't have much rainfall, and the harvests were not that good. So as a Kolping movement, we tried our best to move around the diocese, train these Kolping members that they should be able to use these drought-resistant crops so that they shouldn't suffer.
Leah Nyondo, Officer for Kolping Society Malawi, sheds more light on other Kolping activities and the progress so far.
We do a lot of interventions as regards to climate change. So one of the interventions that we do is training our farmers to go into manure production. Malawi is one of the countries that is badly affected by climate change. When the rains come, and then the crops reach at that level where they want to start producing, there are persistent droughts. So Malawi is also hit. So to beat that challenge, we encourage our farmers to go into manure production, because when they apply manure, the plant that they have applied manure and that they applied fertilizer, there's this huge difference, because the manure conserves moisture. So whenever there is those persistent dry spells, the plants that they applied manure stand the drought than those that we applied fertilizers. So we encourage our members to apply the bare manure. So aside from that, we also encourage our members to target crop varieties that are drought resistant. So as you can see the farm there, there is maize. So it was able to produce well because the Kolping member, they applied some bare manure. So you can see here, there's this these are sweet potatoes, and then there's cassava here. These are the plants that they withstand drought. So you can see the cassava is still green even though there's a lot of heat, and the sweet potatoes are still green, which shows that they withstand heat better than other plants. Give chicken to some members in the group with the view that when they reproduce, they are supposed to give the babies to the other Kolping members. In that way, every Kolping member will have the livestock. So from the livestock, they're supposed to harvest animal dung, and from the animal dung, they're supposed to make manure out of that. So aside from the goat persons, we also encourage our members to go into village savings and loans. So for those members that maybe were very much unlucky to get anything from the farm, they can indulge into small-scale income generating activities so that their families can survive. Because in the village savings and loans, members can save, they can also borrow. Some can also borrow, do some business and then give back at a very low interest. But also, they are also assured that their profits that they make, they are theirs. They are going to share at the end of the season.
Though the efforts of Kolping Society members in Malawi cannot go unnoticed, it is important to note that there is still a long way to go as the world keeps on experiencing the effects of climate change, and there is need to increase the efforts in the fight against climate change.